Why do birds sing, and why do they start so early in the morning? The primary reasons a bird sings is to attract mates, to find or defend their territory, warn other birds of nearby predators, or other flock communications. But the meaning behind their chirps depends on the species and the context. Birds obviously start singing a lot during the springtime, and for a lot of species, the volume and complexity of their song signals their strength or health. But birds have to practice their songs in order to achieve this complexity. So during the springtime, you'll often hear birds practicing their songs and messing up a note or forgetting some notes at the end of their song. Birds also define or defend their territories through singing. Birds are very territorial, so if you hear birds of the same species singing near each other, a lot of times this is them letting each other know where their territory is. Since the volume and complexity of their song signals greater strength, it is a male songbird's goal to sing as strongly as possible. A lot of times these verbal arguments are enough and it prevents a physical altercation. There's also alarm calls. Certain species like chickadees, tufted titmice, Carolina wrens, red-breasted nuthatches, they give off alarm calls when there's a predator nearby, and other birds are listening to this. Not only does this help birds stay safe, but it also helps birds eat more efficiently. A bird is constantly on the lookout for predators. Many species, like downy woodpeckers and warblers, will intentionally hang around chickadees and titmice so they can spend less time looking for predators and more time looking for food. But why do birds start singing so early in the morning? Well, there's a few reasons for this. Their songs can be heard at a greater distance because the air is typically calmer, there's less background noise, so if a bird is trying to attract a mate, it can be heard from a longer distance, and if it's trying to defend its territory, birds can hear them from a farther distance. Starting earlier helps a bird retain its territory since it's the first to claim that spot in the morning. Singing early is also safer for the bird because there's typically less birds of prey that are active in the early morning. A bird is basically giving off its location when it sings, so it's better to do that in the morning when there's less birds of prey out to look for them. There's also flock communications. More verbal and social species like chickadees have a lot of different calls such as, "the food is here," or "I am right here." There is a lot of variance when it comes to flock calls since different species have different things to say. So in a nutshell, there's many different reasons that birds sing or call out, and it depends on the species, the context, and the time of year. But I'm fascinated by all bird sounds. It's my favorite thing to film, and it's my goal to record as many species as possible for you to enjoy. So if you have any other questions, drop a comment below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.